Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
All right, Dean, good to speak to you. How are you, my man?
How you doing, my man? I'm all good, you know. Just finished a hard session in the sun in Portugal. Lovely day today.
Oh, lucky you. It's a bit cloudy over
Hey, listen, I'm not sure it's lucky, man. The pain we're going through in there, there's no luck in that way.
here. Well, yeah, I suppose so. So how's camp? Because obviously you're in Portugal, so you're over there with Dillian.
Yeah. Cam's good, man. Cam's good, really good, you know. Just knuckling him down, doing what he's doing, you know. He just, you know, he's got a very big test in front of him, so he's just knuckling down, and he's very, very good, you know.
Yeah.
Like you know, we've said in the past, there's not a lot of talking being done. All the talking will be done in the ring, and you know.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
Is he looking forward to it though?
You know, look, I don't know. He's not really gone on that note and said he's looking forward to it. But look, this is his first world title shot, which he's waited a very long time for. And what we know is there's no stone been unturned. He's proper putting the miles, and he's putting himself through hell and doing what he's doing, and not getting into any big complications on conversations and back and forth, wasting invaluable energy which he can use, you know, and getting into the mind games. Fury, he's relentless. He's very good at the mind games. He's the Jedi mind warrior. You know what I mean? He's gotten a lot of opponents' head before they've got in the ring and unsettled them. And in this instant, obviously, they've not had that. So he's not had to draw on Dillian's energy. And, you know, them press conferences, they take a lot out of people, you know. You know, a long day of filming, talking, different media camera outlets, lights, you know, the camera action, all that day takes a whole lot of energy out of him. And he's not had that. I've seen online that Warren's going on about, you know, some breach of something because he's not done his obligation in promoting the fight of some sort. I don't know about that, but look, what we do know is, you know, I'm sure he's put up on his Instagram that, you know, the fight is done, he's ready, he's raring at one stage and announced it. So, you know, but listen, like I say, he's gonna mean business on April the 23rd.
So will I be right in thinking that he will be doing fight week though, press conference, all that kind of shit?
Well, we'll assume the same. I haven't heard anything different, but we'll assume the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you hear that TalkSport thing between Frank Warren and his lawyer? What do you make of that, if you heard it?
I kind of caught a little bit, but I didn't really watch the whole thing. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I didn't really catch it properly.
Okay. So, but Dillian's looking good. He's feeling good. He's got good sparring in.
He's feeling amazing. Putting in the work. Good boys here. And getting the rounds in. And, yeah. You know, on a fight night, it all needs to gel and come together. It's going to be interesting to see what Fury turns up. But I'm sure no matter what Fury turns up, Dillian's, you know, coming to get busy nevertheless. You know what I mean? But it's going to be interesting if he comes to box or comes forward like he says and does that Emmanuel Stewart or Sugar Hill kind of style, crunk style, come forward and want to trade and stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, you've mentioned that. With like Tyson doing the Kronk, obviously he's got like a Sugar Hill Stewart, the nephew of the late great Manny Stewart. But Dillian's got Harold the Shadow Knight, isn't he? Which is the original Kronk with him.
Exactly. We got Xavier Miller.
Yeah.
Xavier Miller, man. Yeah, we got Mr. Miyagi, man. He's another Jedi, man. You get me? But I like that talk what Fury says, you know, beat Dillian one hand behind his back and on one foot. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him test that philosophy out.
Yeah. Although Tyson, he looks like he's dropped a lot of weight though on the recent pictures. You seen him?
Okay. Nah, I haven't even seen it. I saw something online, but you know, you can't tell when they are or what, you know, and stuff like that. So I don't really read into those kind of things. People post things like they're bloody on holiday and they're in England. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a bit tricky. If it is an actual recent picture. Was he, if that would suggest he might be coming to move, if he's going to come in lights because he wants to box and move. So, you know, the heavyweights, he said he wants to mow through him and like the trucks he is. So let's see, man.
That's it. Has that ticket situation been resolved? Was it 5 tickets I heard you say, or 6 tickets they gave Dillian?
Nah, I think it's 4. It's been confirmed as
4?
Yeah, I made a mistake. It's even worse.
They've given him 4 out of 94,000. They're giving him 4 tickets.
Absolute disgrace.
That's mad. And how many is there? And how many have they given Tyson?
10,000, I believe.
That's mad. Tyson don't know no freaking 10,000 people.
Yeah, probably doesn't, but hey, you know, they'll give them to their friends and whatever they're going to do. I'll be surprised, though. I see that talking at 94,000, but, you know, let's see what happens, man. Look, you know, it's going to be interesting if they actually got these numbers, what they're saying.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to find out on fight night.
Yeah, we will.
People are trying to create history, saying 94,000 sold out and competing. But, you know, we'll see on fight night if that's the true estimate or if it is true. You know, because it dictates the resellers still got tickets selling, so,
yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Those bombs on seats won't be in there.
No, exactly. But, I mean, isn't it fair to say, obviously, I mean, I haven't spoken to Dillian in quite some time. I know that a lot of people haven't, but it would be fair to say that he's literally being treated as the undercard fighter. Very disrespectful.
Absolutely very disrespectful. But you know, when you touch on that and you say that to people, they start talking about the money and that. You know, you should respect that you're getting paid all this money. But yet again, you know, a title shot is earned. You know what I mean? So when you start getting to this level, it's earned. So he's put in his work. He's revenged, you know, not 1 but 2 losses, and came back. Yeah. Built his career, became a pay-per-view star in the UK and done some stuff, you know. So, I mean, we need to give credit to that. The mental toughness, the fortitude that it takes to build and do stuff. Yes, we respect the fact that, you know, you're getting a hell of a purse, but you played your part in becoming that pay-per-view star, so this makes it a big fight. It's not Tyson Fury show. They keep talking about the Tyson Fury show. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte is a big fight. You know
exactly.
What I mean? So let's see if Tyson Fury fought Otto Walling on someone, would they be even able to do that in Wembley? If it would be you know what I mean? So, you know, all this talk of, oh yeah, he's selling the fight himself. All right, you know, like, I'm a fan of boxing, so I'm a fan of what he's done. You know what I mean? And I respect what he's done. But, you know, when you hear the people commenting, oh, Dillian should just do this and do that, it's easier said than done. Because if people are in a job they don't like, they either look for a new job, or they put up and shut up. In this case, you know, Dillian is trying to fight for what he believes is fair and right, and the team are doing that. You know what I mean? And because there's been the disrespect, you know, they've just said, you know, we're not going to participate in this charade, what you lot want to do, and help you guys, you know, continue to disrespect me and then talk about, oh, you help us sell the fight and you're getting peanuts kind of thing. And that's what they're trying to allude to, you know what I mean?
I mean, I've said this, and correct me if I'm wrong with my thinking on this one. It's great that he's going to get 7.4 million with a potential upside of 4.1 if he beats him. That's great. But it's not necessarily about the money. It's about the respect of the split. However much that 20% equated to is whatever it is. But it should be 30 to 45%. And if that meant it was less than 7.4, then so be it. It's all about the split.
Yeah, I feel like even the respect level, just dealing with him as another fighter, in terms of they feel like they've done, they keep mentioning the obligations in the contract. Let's do obligations just to treat people with respect as human beings, as athletes, as the star he's made himself. You know, in the discussion where they mentioned the Ryanair economy, like 4 seats or 3, was it? You know, those seats are like £21. You know, funny. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you can get a cheap flight, hey, kudos to you. But what we've got to think about, COVID's around. If you spend 41 million to secure one of the biggest fights in history, why would you want the opponent to fly on an economy flight where it could jeopardize the fight because COVID is lurking. He gets that. The fight's postponed. You lose money. You put money into press conferences, this, that. You lose money. You know what I mean? The disrespecting, not giving complimentary tickets so family and friends could come. The disrespect to say only 14 members are allowed behind the backstages. You know, like, come on, man. Most fights, you've got guys who've got you've got the team, you've got the physios, you've got the camera people to, video your journey. We must give both parties the respect. They say, okay, let's say Tyson Fury is the A side. You lot won the purse. Yes, correct, you won the purse. Kudos to you. Let's give you a round of applause. Amazing. You've done a great job. You won the purse. But we must find a balance in respect. And if you really wanted to play this game safe and you were so confident your man was going to win, what you should have done, he said, you know what, Dylan? You know what we're going to give you a little bit more. We're going to respect you. We're going to give you all these little things you're talking about just to make you happy. Just do your obligations. Here you go. Here's this, here's that. And keep it all sweet. Instead of playing silly buggers and making it a tennis match back and forth. You know what I mean? There wasn't much in it, probably just allowing the courtesy complimentary tickets, the private jet, which they offered on the morning of the bloody weigh-in after there was a lot of disrespect back and forward. Press conference, sorry. And then obviously it was like, enough's enough, man. We've said enough, we've done enough, and we've come to this. I'm just going to leave it. Let me concentrate on fighting, and I'll see you fight night, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's I don't know. It's just annoying with all of this, and these people keep talking about, he should be tender because of the money, and it's a shame and it's disrespectful. But Fury did this anyway with Klitschko.
That's right.
He's done this many times. He's pulled many capers in his whole, boxing career. And people seem to forget that, you know what I mean? So I think we all need to, eat a little bit of humble pie and just relax. The business end needs to be the business end, and they need to respect each other as gladiators, going there to put it all on the line. And, it's credit to both guys because they've done excellent in their career. Come from where we've come from, the journey. It's history, for such a young man doing his thing. Come where we're from and the path, because not many guys get to this elite. There's a small handful of guys that make it to this way. Joshua's path was totally different. We're not going to count that because he was an Olympian gold medalist and all that, and he had the whole the banjarine and the whole the drum kit and everyone around him from the jump. Dillian's done it the real hard way, coming back from back-to-back losses and being tough, being durable, doing it and managing to get to this. When all them years taking tough fights after tough fights after tough fights. And people said he should have sat out and waited. But the best Dillian Whyte is an active Dillian Whyte that fights, you know what I mean? It's a shame, though, we didn't get the press conference I was hoping for, and everyone was hoping that we could have got, because it would have been exciting, a lot of back and forth talking and so on. But look, it is what it is, and it's a shame. If it was done by a matchroom, it would have been a whole lot better. But like Frank Warren said, if your promoter wanted to put his money where your mouth is and won the purse bid, then we wouldn't have this issue. And he's correct. He is totally correct. So here we are today, 2 weeks out.
But is there a risk that because Dillian hasn't been doing the amount of promos and interviews that Frank Warren wants him to do, that Frank Warren's going to use it to hold on to his money at the end?
Boy, do you know what? What I'm going to do, because I'm a pretty smart guy, I don't want any litigations. I'm keeping myself, and I'm going to say no comment. Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't want a lawyer writing me any letters complaining about anything. You know what I mean? So what I'll do is I'll sip my Coke. And say here's to the sunshine.
Definitely. But either way, all the rumours of Dillian's going to pull out and all this kind of stuff, it's all bollocks, yeah? He's going to fight, he's going to turn up.
Absolute garbage.
Okay. And
for me, that's absolute garbage. Anything, look, he's not said anything, nothing like that. He's training hard. Everything's going full steam ahead. We've still got 2 weeks to go. We want to hope that, both parties are healthy and safe in the last countdown into training. But everything seems A-okay, and we're seeming like we're on a straight path to Acapulco and Wembley.
Yeah. Well, knowing Dillian as you do, you would know that Dillian would love to be doing the press conferences. He would love to be doing all that. But it does seem that it's all about principles.
Listen, we must stand for something. Yeah, man, that's just in life. If you stand for nothing, you fall for whatever's out there. You know what I mean? And that's just life and how people are. If you are a man of principles and honour, then it is what it is. But like I said, people complain about this and that. Fury has done this time and time again. Yeah. So, you know, we shouldn't throw stones too soon and too early. You know, just a few years back, we must not forget what's gone on.
Well, yeah, I mean? That is very true. Is the arbitration case still going on, or is that finished now? Or...
Say that again?
The arbitration case, without talking about the case, is it still ongoing?
I couldn't even tell you.
No.
I don't have a clue, I'm afraid. We're in April now. We mentioned and we heard about March, but yeah, I don't have any clue about anything to do. I haven't spoken about it.
No, I wasn't sure if there was going to be like an announcement on the arbitration between now and fight night. It looks like it's not, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your prediction for the fight? What's going to happen in this fight?
Yeah, please. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, thanks very much. I predict pain, and I predict a knockout.
Yeah.
And listen, look, if you see what's happening in this, we notice that the judges, the refs, all of those, there's a dictatorship. We don't want English judges. We don't want English officials. We don't want English refs, judges, any officials, because, I don't know, allegedly they don't like Tyson Fury. I don't know, Tyson Fury is not boxing on an English license. Allegedly, I don't know. There's a lot of stipulations, you know.
Yeah.
This guy, you know what, did you put cheese in this? No. Yeah, let me go send that back then. Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know, look, we're making the ball into the court what they want. The ring size is the size they want, so, you know, he can move a big old ring and so on and so forth. I'm not, like I said, it goes like that. I guess when you're the champion or whatever, I guess you know, I put my watch on the table, like someone grabs it and runs. I'm going to put it on in a second. So I guess you do call the shots, but, you know, there's a lot of things going on and, you know, but I guess it's part of boxing. Vladimir Klitschko did it to Fury, and now Fury's learned the game. And I suppose Dillian's probably done it to other opponents in the past where they've, you know, had to, you know, box in a certain ring size he wants and so on. Any of the A-sides, these kind of things happen, innit?
Cool. I mean, I see it as because Dillian is technically a free agent. I know he's been with Matchroom for a long time, but he doesn't have a deal with them, as both Eddie Hearn and Dillian have expressed before. This was the ideal opportunity for Frank Warren to welcome Dillian, and maybe afterwards Dillian may look at it and went, actually, you know what, I wouldn't mind fighting with Frank Warren shows going forward.
There could have been a possibility of if the courtesy and respect was there and he felt like, you know, this is something I could get used to, but, you know, them putting on these mega shows, maybe he, you know, not thinking that they could do it. Now they're proving that they can put on big shows. It could have been, but I don't know. Look,
shit undercard though.
That bond, I think that bond is totally smashed and in tatters.
Definitely. And that undercard, what's your thoughts on that, quick?
I don't really have much thought on there. Obviously, they didn't get their big guns out. Who's on there? You know what I mean? With this kind of card, and you want to do pay-per-view, and you send that £25. I'm sure people who are paying their hard-earned money, they are paying for the main event, yes, but they would have probably wanted to see the likes of maybe Anthony Yard on there, the higher caliber opponents who are signed with Frank Warren. You know what I mean? David Adler's on there. He's nice that he's got his opportunity to fight on such a mega card. Obviously, there's a lad from the way. It's a shame. Thanks very much. It's a shame that is it Gerard Anderson, the heavyweight American little star from Top Rank? It's a shame that he didn't get out because, you know, people have got to look at him. And a few others probably. I don't know. I don't know who I can't even recall who they've even got over there. They found a guy for Tommy Fury to box. You know, says he's undefeated. Never heard of the kid. He turned out pretty well.
I mean, Dillian, he's paid for. I mean, Dillian, when he's been the headline before Matchroom shows, he's always like owned the event. So the undercard has come out of his purse, and he's always put on good undercards. So had the relationship been a little bit better with him and Frank Warren, I'm sure that Dillian may well have looked at putting Babbage or Wardley on this undercard out of his own pocket.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight. Babbage could have fought Tommy Fury. How about that then?
Yeah, there you go.
That would have been a great fight.
Yeah, and the Wardley versus Adderley.
There you go, another great fight. And that's what we're talking about. I'm sure the public would have looked at those fights a little bit better, no?
Yeah, and a Dean Whyte versus Shane Fury. What do you reckon, Dean?
There you go. Boom, bang. Big money. Everyone's getting paid. But to be honest, that would never happen on that card because they haven't got any money to pay it on the undercard. That's why the undercard's like that. You know what I mean? But hey, showbiz. The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Listen, I need to hit the road and get myself filled up from our hard session in the gym. My food's arrived.
Yep.
And I'm glad. Thanks for your time as always, my brother.
Yeah, same to you. And give my best to Dillian. And we'll catch up with him soon in that as well.
All right. No doubt. Top man, yeah. Thanks very much for having me.
All right, cheers, buddy. You take care.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.